Mali Vitale, and today I would like to tell you a little bit about an ally which everybody has, but not many of us know how it works. I'm talking about the double quantity. Did it ever happen to you that you ask yourself a question and you cannot answer it rationally, but suddenly it comes up out from nowhere, the answer, and it is like a very sudden reaction you get in your body. It's like a sensation. You can call it a resonance. And that means that your body, at the same time that is using dimension of processing information rationally to deal with everyday life, to be able to survive, basically, at the same time is having another processor of information that is processing much more quantity of the information and will work even when you don't know it. For example, it will manage your breath, it will manage your heartbeat, it will manage your digestion. So as I'm talking to you, maybe I'm sounding cold, and maybe automatically I try to cover myself. But in the meanwhile, I'm talking to you. But there are two frequencies or speeds of getting information, and both of them are for survival. So it's like if we were both all the time. Me in a certain space-time processing information about everything what is happening in my surroundings, and at the same time, and in a way that I'm not that conscious, all the other processes that helps me to do all these automatic functions. So why I'm telling you all this? Because the way that we can get to work together and get it as an ally, this double quantity, is to understand the language in which it communicates with us. And basically, it's instincts and intuition. For example, if you're walking on the street and suddenly you are about to fall, then all your muscles will be prepared to help you not to hurt yourself. And you will not control it. This will go automatically. So this will be a memory that comes from the past, from the memory that every organism has when it's being born. And it's not only the memory we have like humans or personal memory of what happened to us, but also the memory of every single organism that was on Earth since the beginning of times. And this is working 24/7. Instincts are helping us to survive. So why are we going to refer to instincts if they are working all right, if they are working okay? Because not always they are bringing an adequate information or better information for us, especially because many times when we go to sleep, our brain will go round and round checking whatever we do during the day. And if it checks that any of the situation we live has to do with survival, then at night the brain will take a review of that. Like if we were watching a film, backwards, and then it will take attention to all those situations, and then other part of our brain will try to look for future possibilities to solve that situation. And that's why it's not that convenient when you go to sleep with a problem, because then your brain will get into a loop and get to process that information information without using a better processor, a quicker processor to do that. What does it mean? Then that if we really let our rational brain let it go, what it will happen probably is that we solve whatever situation we had during the day, we solve it better than if we try to continue trying rationally and with our thoughts to solve that situation. So, being aware that it's better to let our thoughts go away, we can try any experience we had already exercising that, like for example meditation, listening to quiet music before we go to sleep, having a kind of ritual, letting go. So what I suggest, and that is what is working fantastically, all the people that are taking these courses with me already for almost 10 years, is to try to have your brains at point zero. I mean, synchronous. How do we do that? Just trying to make our brain muscles, left and right, be exchanging information just by imagining a vertical line in front of us. And that will happen because we have kind of muscles behind our eyes. And when we move our eyes left, right, or we imagine this vertical line, kind of white screen in front of us, then it will turn to do like this kind of gymnastic of the brain, you know, like practice how to get your muscles stronger. Well, this is the same. You will try to do kind of range, to modify your neurology and not to go always to the same part of the solutions that you are used to find. Because the brain will be, when you sleep, like a computer, when you get into this REM era, 110 minutes after you go to sleep. Then we always do the same, you know, you go all through the day, look for the answers, bring the answers, then we dream about the possibilities. We can have a nightmare, we can have a fantastic dream, but then we will notice that the emotions that are awakened has to do with the kind of dreams we had the night before. And then we will prove that whatever image the brain is processing will make us have a sensation or emotion or a chemical reaction that will make our body be in more or less balance, or more like affected or like disturbed. So if you're doing this properly when you're waking up, then when you wake up you will notice that you feel more relaxed, more balanced, more in peace. That means that you probably did this procedure properly. The procedure will be just let go everything that happened during the day. Everything is an illusion of the senses. I will explain that in another video. And after that, I really would like, you can imagine a tray and letting everything at its disposal of kind of vacuum or a black hole or point zero. Or you can even imagine a straight vertical line, but then you have to go up to the origin or the creator's point, or whatever in your paradox or paradigm have as an idea of the essence of all creation, your own essence. So first of all, you connect with your own essence, then you leave everything to the perception or to the disposal, to your own origin. So this would be one part of it. And the other part that I have mentioned before is that the language that our quantum speaks has also to do with intuition. what does intuition mean? Well, you know about it. I mean, everybody has had an intuition once in a lifetime, and it's a kind of sensation or resonance, or feeling like we know something, but we really don't know what. But we have a kind of certainty about that. We have a kind of gut feeling that guides us with anticipation. And that means that instead of coming of a memory of the past, it's coming from the possibilities, future possibilities, infinite possibilities of the future. I mean, what does it mean, past and future, in this explanation? That is only, this really will be different, probably, of what we heard before. Like the past is not chronological from this point of view. But the past is just a frequency that is vibrating in less speed than your future frequency, and will be vibrating quicker. So in the unconscious, when you go to sleep, both frequencies are vibrating at the same time at different speeds and occurring at the same time as your present, as the present of the person that is dreaming and observing memory of the past and future possibilities. Oh, this is too much? Okay, so what do we do with intuition? I mean, how do we learn more about this language? You just have to be more aware every time you get this feeling of anticipation, and just being quiet and like asking yourself a question, letting it open, as I said in the beginning, and then letting your sensation come with an answer. How do you know that that is an answer from the intuition? Because it will be very quick and subtle, and you will feel it like a resonance in your body, and it will come with new answers, like things that will never occur to you in the past, will create creativity and new, especially creative responses. So the invitation is for you to get to know my channel better with these quantic theories, observer theory, double quantic theory, unfolding of time theory. And my idea is to start these presential sessions in Florida and also online, just to help you to get very much quicker roads to find your answers and to solve your situations in everyday life. And this process is really enjoyable. It's really very enjoyable. It makes you connect with your potentials, with your real talents, abilities, but especially with your purpose in life and your essence. So, if you enjoy this video, probably it's that because you also have this gut feeling. So, you can follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and you can even get into my website and ask me a question for free. You can try the free question. We have not English yet version for the free version of the question, but then you just get in and you will find it. But then you can get into the English version and read a little bit more about this, and please follow me in social media, in social networks.